Hey there, it's Steph. I want to just teach you a quick concept to get you thinking about how you coach and give feedback to your team and why it matters that you show up with high love and high accountability. I think this is critical with today's workforce. We have some big work to do, especially post-COVID, when we had a lot of workforce come back with a lot of high expectations. Now, I fully believe that we need to listen to the workforce and understand what they need. And we have seen in the last 6 years since that was happening in the world, we still have businesses that have not fully rebounded. And in reality, a lot of businesses have just kind of caved to the expectations and needs of the workforce, which unfortunately we have a pretty fragile workforce because they don't understand the real realities of work, of capitalism, of what's expected of them in order to build careers that will have enough livelihood created, wealth created for them to actually live. So let me just explain this to you and I hope it inspires you to think about how you lead differently, maybe gives you a little courage. So when you look at the y-axis here, you're going to see love, and when you look at the x-axis, you're going to see expectations. So this first slide that I'm showing you is the leader that is very high love but low expectations. So this is the leader that really cares a lot. They really lean in. It's a leader that often softens, doesn't say what needs to be said because they're trying to protect somebody or even protect themselves. Sometimes we over-explain and we absolutely avoid disappointment for all people at all costs. Like we just want to make it right. I meet a lot of leaders like this. Sometimes we lead this way out of fear because we don't want somebody to quit. Other times we lead this way because we're people pleasers and we don't really have a strong backbone to have a tough conversation. We or do it out of desperation. I see that all the time. So that's one scenario. The other scenario is you would see a leader that is high expectations, low love. So radically different, complete opposite. Some people lean this way, very high expectations. We really push, we enforce. If you don't do what we say, you're going to lose your job. There's a little fear in this. We kind of like control things and tighten up. And often this leader moves incredibly fast, which can be very overwhelming for the workforce, even a healthy, non-fragile workforce. So here's my inspiration for you, where I want you to think about getting to. It is possible to have high love and high expectations. You absolutely can hold people accountable and truly care about them as employees inside of your business. This is where mature leadership lives. This is where you have the tough conversation. This is where you get better at recruiting the people that want to grow, that want feedback, that know that stepping into your culture is going to mean that. This is where you recruit people and have a tougher conversation about schedule expectations because it's what the business needs and it's what they need in order to be successful. So I want you to just think about this. This comes out of a book that I actually read around parenting. And as soon as I was reading it, I was like, oh my gosh, this applies so much, like an exact copy print over top of what we do as leaders and what we're facing. So hope this creates some inspiration for you to think about why you would actually want to lead a little differently and work on leaning into both high love and high expectations.